Some of you may have known me for round about 4 years, and most of you may know me because of related to Three Gorges Dam, what happens in China, the flooding, the rivers, etc. But a little bit of advice. I do lots of research related to China, and you sort of know which is the BS and which is the actual fact. And there are so many things, especially in the summer, every single year, hence the title of this show, The Three Gorges Dam Has Collapsed Again. It collapses every single year. But I have to reiterate something which I have covered quite a lot of the time. Now, please note, there's no video. This is just me on the screen here. There's no sort of interludes in there. It's just me talking or ranting on. You will see this so often. They say, the Three Gorges Dam has collapsed and China is over. Let me tell you, if the Three Gorges Dam collapsed, it actually has slowed the rotation of the Earth. So would the Earth jumpstart? That's what someone's actually messaged me, and possibly, I don't know with that one. But I do know that 400 million, that's 400 million people would be in a little bit of a pickle. That's bigger than the size of America and I do believe Canada together, possibly Mexico. That's how big the disaster would be. The PLA, the People's Liberation Army, about 60% of their army bases are at the Three Gorges Basin. The Three Gorges Basin is from basically the middle of China all the way to Shanghai. So there are some simulations which came out in 2020 and 2021 related to what would happen if, and they said these were leaked by Chinese scientists. Whether that is true or not, well, to be honest, I don't know. But it looked feasible in that way. And that's what I look for when I'm searching for searching the internet. Is it feasible? Does it make sense? Is it logical? So when someone says it's collapsed, yeah, in one day, the Three Gorges Dam will collapse, but I don't say it's going to be tomorrow. The average lifespan of a dam is around about 50 years. So the Hoover Dam is well overdue, but it is actually very well built. There are some programs before, and I've covered this as well with the TOEFL dredge. We see it quite often in China. Is the dam like that? Well, some people say yes, some people say no. There has been evidence, and I've covered it on this show, about cracks and leaks and the substandard, but quite often you would see maybe once or twice a year people repairing the dam, putting a band-aid on it, because no way would the Chinese government let it collapse in that way unless it's some superstorm which happens upstream in somewhere like Chongqing and it just plushes down. Remember, it's going to be hard to collapse because there are 12 dams before the Three Gorges Dam. This is near enough the last big one before we get down to the East China Sea, or the West Taiwanese Sea, whichever you like to call it. I do need some coffee. Hold on, cheers a bit. We would know about it for sure, because you could say 1/3 of the trade in China, is a high percentage of it, actually comes from that basin. When that trade stops, it will soon affect us. All the state media would report it, but they sort of cover it up as well. But it would be too big for them to hide it. So all the international media, or the Chinese, what they like to say, the Western media, which is always against China, would be there reporting it, and maybe some helicopters, drones flying over. But when you see these YouTubers who say the Three Gorges Dam has collapsed, they never show the actual video of what they say is collapsing. They would show some downstream or upstream old footage or stock footage of some older dams or some rivers or something from the news 2 or 3 years ago there. So my sort of like take on this is, do be aware of the whole situation, and by all means go to my channel. You can link, you can subscribe, you can share, you can donate if you want. All the links are in the description below. Do go to other channels, and if they sound feasible, yeah, and it's logical and it makes sense, yeah, and then you do a bit of research and compare to other things that you may see. And there's a lot of fake shit out there. Sorry for the bad English. There is a lot of fake rubbish out there. So do be careful. I used to actually look at some websites or video channels on YouTube, and I thought, wow, this is really good. But then I started to realize they are not exactly telling the truth, maybe partly the truth and milking the rest. I'm not going to give the names, but I think possibly one or two of you would know what's happening there. So to summarize, the Three Gorges Dam has not collapsed. It's still there, whatever people believe. Go to a satellite imaging service like Senator, and you can go and see the satellite image there of near enough 2 or 3 days ago, and you can zoom in quite close. You will see possibly 5 or 6 sluice gates open, and you can actually look there to see that the Three Gorges Dam is there. Now, I'm not supporting the CCP, but I am supporting truth, and I do get sick and tired of these idiots who are on YouTube. Now, let's be polite. Muppets who are on YouTube just saying this to get the clicks, but they're just doing it every single year. They get 100, 200,000 clicks. I wish I got that amount, because I tell the truth with this. And here is just a little bit of a rant and rave, but they sort of like are telling porcupine lies, and they get a high number of clicks. Don't know, but let's leave it there for today. I will wish everyone a happy Monday, August time now, and I will see you very shortly. I will say bye-bye and God bless to all. Cheers. Thank you.